On the menu today, we're making the best hash browns you'll ever eat. There's no real recipe for this, you just need some potatoes, corn flour and some salt. So you're going to start by boiling them for 10 to 15 minutes. You want just the outside to start softening. You'll know when they're ready when you can see some of the skin starting to separate, just like on this one here. Let them cool slightly until you can handle them without burning yourself, and then you're just going to scrape off all the skin and any blemishes you find. Next up, just weigh your potatoes. You'll need to know this for later, so make a note of how much they do weigh. Mine are just under 850 grams here. Next job, we're just going to grate them all. This is going to give us a good mix of mashed potato and raw potato. Season with plenty of salt, and then add as much corn flour as you need depending on the weight of your potatoes. It's about a tablespoon per 300 grams, but you don't have to be exact here. I'm going to go with 3 tablespoons. You know you have enough when your potato falls apart like this, but can also be formed into a ball if pressed slightly. Anyway, for my first sort, which is my favourite, I'm just going to use a large chef ring here, or pastry cutter, and just gently press it in. Not too much force here, you don't want it to be compact. And we'll just do one more. And then you want to throw these in the freezer until fully frozen solid, about 2 hours. From those 4 potatoes, I also made these tater tots, McDonald's style, and 3 more regular. Once they're frozen solid, you can put them in your deep fryer at 170 degrees centigrade or 340 Fahrenheit for about 6 or 7 minutes, or until they look like this. You can tell these are going to be good just by looking at them. Make sure to drain these on a wire rack or on some paper towel, and give them a good season whilst they're still hot. And we'll just cook the rest here. They all take about the same amount of time regardless of size. And once again, this looks amazing. If you want to make these ahead and keep them in your freezer, they will last for a good 6 months if they're sealed tightly in a bag. Good luck to anyone that manages to keep these for 6 months though. Anyway, here they all are. See you next week.